Hey, hey. So I keep hearing Spirit tell me it's all coming in, or it's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's all coming in. I have a sense that you have recently switched something up. You changed something about yourself. Energetically speaking, you've changed something. I'm hearing perspective. Maybe you've changed your perspective on something or about someone. I'm hearing there's forgiveness. You're letting something go, and it's making room for this new thing, this new way of being to come in. A little bit for you. And Spirit is telling me it's right on time. Right on time. You made this adjustment right on time. And I'm hearing that it wasn't easy. It wasn't something that, like, just was easy for you to do. I'm hearing after a lot of heartache, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulation, that walk through hell and back. And you just got to the point where you said no more. But it gave you a new way to look at it. And if I can tell you one thing, that's how resilience is forged. Okay? Resilience is forged in the fire of hell. It is through pain. It is through loss. It is through trauma. Spirit's telling me that it wasn't for nothing. You didn't go through everything that you've been through for nothing. And you finally got it. You finally get it. You finally understand that. And now you see life, you see yourself, you see other people, you see this world in a new lens, in a new way. And it was through going through everything that you've been through that enabled you to really see things for how they really are. I'm hearing milestone. You've crossed a milestone. You're not the same person you were before this. I'm hearing it's because of your faith that you made it through. You didn't know how it was going to happen. You didn't know when it was going to happen. But you knew that ultimately, when push came to shove, you were going to make it through. Because you have a higher purpose to serve. To serve. Your higher purpose is to serve. Thank you, Spirit. But you didn't know this walking through that. You didn't know it walking through the depths of hell, that was what was to come. And now you're here on the other side of it. And you have all this wisdom and all this knowledge and this new perspective and this clarity. I'm hearing enabling. It's going to enable you to step into that higher calling of yours. I'm hearing third eye, your third eye awakening. Bottom of the deck, navigation. Lord, Spirit, I allow you to use my vessel to bring forth light and love and the message that this individual is seeking. Thank you. I did that totally backwards, but that's all right. I'm feeling like you were backwards for a long time. Your life it felt like going backwards. Like that saying, every step forward, 10 steps back. It felt like everything that you had ever tried to do, it just kind of backfired right in your face. It just kind of blew up on you, you know? Like all these hopes and dreams and things that you wanted to do with your life. And just nothing worked out. Mindfulness. Change, yeah. It was like you just couldn't get a leg up. Life just kept knocking you back down. I'm hearing because it was the wrong direction. Redirection. It was a redirection. But I'm hearing it wasn't for nothing. It wasn't for nothing. Intuition. Mindfulness, change, and intuition. Rebirth. Yeah. Yeah, so now you're much more present. Your mind has been opened. You know, this third eye, this intuition. You started listening to it. You started praying more, talking to the higher beings, developing that relationship with them, with him, with they, her, whatever your belief system is. You started to pay more attention to that, and it's changed you. It's changed you. You're like a chameleon now. Yeah. You can kind of weave in and out of different situations. I'm hearing change with the colors of the season. Interesting. So depending on what it is that you have currently going on, depends on how you show up. And not that you're like two-faced or anything. It's not like that. It's that you're able to adapt to whatever the situation calls for. Yeah. You've learned the truth. You've learned the truth. You've learned a truth. You're learning the truth. Willpower. You had this was not easy. None of this was easy. Coming to that conclusion was not easy. You had to will yourself into this change. And it was hearing you did it mindfully, like it was a conscious decision that you made. Yeah. You banished curses. You're breaking and have broken generational curses. Curses that have been passed down in your bloodline for I'm hearing all eternity. You're the game changer. That's what I'm hearing. Game changer. Yeah. I'm seeing this crowd and they're just cheering. Like your ancestors are just like celebrating. Like, yes, finally. Oh, full body chills. Full body chills. Yeah, they're just so excited. They're like, finally, one of us did it. One of us did it. We did it. We did it. That's what I'm hearing. We did it. I'm hearing by the end of the year, you're going to start to see what that change has produced. Okay? However that shows up for you. It's going to be a blessed day. Man, that's awesome. It's going to be a blessed day. You're learning how to look at a situation at face value. And I do this too. So I look at a situation face value, right? And I say, well, what about if I turned it upside down? Like, what if I flipped it, right? How would I look then? And typically when you do that, that's the truth. This has been your destiny. This is what you were sent here to do. This is what you were sent here to do. This is your work. It's karmic justice. You are the one that tipped the scales, I'm hearing. You're the one that tipped the scales. And you are the justice. You are karmic justice for all those who have tried to come against you. The elixir of life. You were in a defensive stance. Yeah, for a long time. You felt like you had to defend yourself. And fight. Fight for yourself. Fight for your position. Fight for your well-being. Fight just to get to another day. This all-seeing eye of intuition is really speaking to me. Your horizons have been broadened. You can see. You see everything now. Passion. Instead of your heart turning hard and cold, it's just filled with this, I'm hearing compassion, okay? Love and joy and gratitude and grabbing life by the horns, okay? Ooh. Ooh. Equilibrium. You might have felt off for a while as you were going through this ascension, this awakening. You were tired, like, I mean, not a tired that sleep can fix, okay? Like, you were emotionally and spiritually just exhausted. And that's not uncommon. But you cut ties. You cut ties with that. You cut ties with those people from your past. You cut ties with that old way of, that old mind frame, that old way of thinking. You cut ties with old versions of yourself. It was like you just woke up one day. But it seems like that's how it happened. Like you just woke up one day and you were different. But it was incrementally over time. Little decisions, little choices, you know, doing the work of you know, the shadow work, doing, you know, going within and sitting with your inner child and healing those old wounds. It took a lot of time and it was exhausting. But you did. You learned the truth. The wise owl. And you were reborn into this new version of yourself. And now you have this confidence about you. You know who you are. And those are the gifts awarded to those that walk through the hellfire. That's how that is forged, is through hellfire. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Bottom of the deck. Okay. You have happiness. You have this joy from within. It's not anything that anyone or any material possession or anything can bring, because it comes from within. Even if all fall away, you have it from within. You are happiness. You generate it from within. And it's because you know such deep sorrow. Yeah. You know what it is to be in pain. Yeah. Yeah. You know what it is to hurt. Leisure at the bottom of the deck. Travel. Spirit. What is about this leisure and travel? A companion? Love? Gossip? People don't know how you did it. I'm hearing. People don't know how you did this. You know, because most people, A, don't do the work. B, they think that by complaining about their issues or complaining about their trials and tribulations, by complaining about what it is that's going wrong in their life, it's just going to magically change and disappear and get better. And as you and I know, that's not how that works. And they put forth all that energy into talking about other people that have done the work, right? Gossip, spreading lies, spreading rumors, spreading chaos, instead of just doing the work. It's a waste of energy when people do that. Self-care. You took care of yourself. You took care of yourself. You took that time out of your life and said, I'm going to heal. I'm going to get better. And this love and companion and this travel, somebody's coming. You're being awarded a companion. And it's going to be lovebirds. It's going to be a spiritual connection. This isn't going to be like lust. This isn't going to be some sort of physicality. This person's going to, I'm hearing, help elevate you. Because you took this time, right? Because you love yourself, now that they can come in and love you the way that it's supposed to be. That's what I'm hearing, the way you're supposed to be loved. I'm hearing that maybe you don't really know what love is. You've had versions of things, versions of relationships, different versions of relationships, but none of it really felt like the same as the love that you now have for yourself. And that's what you're looking for, is for somebody to reciprocate that. Right? Serendipity. There's been signs, or there will be. Maybe dragonflies are a sign. Joy. Yeah. Joy and happiness. Yeah. It's a change. You've changed. Yeah. I mean, how else would you have gotten through what you've gotten through? You couldn't have. There'd be no way. There'd be no way. You had to change. You didn't have a choice in it. I mean, you made the choice to do it, but it was do or die, is what I'm hearing. Do or die. And you refused to conform to this worldly societal norms. You said, no, that ain't for me, honey. You cut it off. You cut it all away. We had cut ties in the other one too, in the other poll. New opportunities. Yeah. You have opportunity. You had the opportunity to change. And you decided to cut it all off. And you decided to start caring about yourself. And you saw the signs. And you backed away from all of that negativity. You said, no, that ain't for me. And what you ultimately found was joy and love for oneself. And you got somebody coming into for you that's going to also be their, I'm hearing their healed version, the healed version of themselves. You're not going to have to deal with the drama and the BS and the things that other people in their relationships deal with. It's going to be harmonious, I'm hearing. It's going to be serendipitous. It's going to feel like a dream.